What is going on, everybody? We've got the boys back. Welcome into Intentional Lounging. Quick question before we start the show. Ethan, me and Wyatt are confused. Did Detroit send the wrong Bainbridge brother to New York for that Brian Branch suspension? Because you dropped the ball, bro.
Now I'm confused.
With the Brian Branch, I think they should have sent Aaron instead of you, man, up to New York last week to get his suspension taken off, man. I thought that's the whole reason you went up there is to get the suspension revoked.
Yeah, well, turns out we didn't need him, so thought I'd give him 1 week vacation.
Oh, so it was your
Unpaid.
call.
That was my call, yeah.
Oh, okay, got it. How are you guys doing today? Sorry we are a little late today, guys. That's on me. I had to get some of the stuff ready for the show today. But we're ready, man. We're ready. We're back. We got all the boys here today. How was your trip, Ethan? I should ask you first. How was it, man?
Yeah, well, first of all, we were late because we were going over top 100 ways to tear your Achilles. So
that too.
And now my Achilles feel weird, but no. The trip was good. It was pretty short. Obviously, a lot to see in New York. So, got to see a lot of Times Square, a lot of Central Park, do the Friends experience, the TV show Friends, some things like that. But could have been there for a week and still not run out of things to do. That was good. The fundraiser that we were there for, the entire reason we were there, was really good as well. Missed being with you guys, though. Happy to be back. I felt like I was kind of a chicken with my head cut off last week in the NFL, just not doing the full prep for the show. And then, I was just it's always hard to get out of your routine. So I was happy I went, but happy to be back as well.
Oh, awesome, man. Wyatt, for you, dude, I won my first week, dude. And you know who else did pretty good this week? Ricky. Ricky's back, baby. Is Ricky, is he pretty as sharp as always for this week?
Ricky's on it, and yeah, he's going to continue the momentum, and he's feeling on top of the world right now. He might double down on all of his bets this week.
Okay. Wow. All right. I like it. Make sure you guys follow Wyatt Worst Bets on TikTok. That way you guys can see Ricky's all Ricky's picks. People are going around. They're saying that Wyatt is Ricky. You guys' name's not even the same.
Yeah. He's in my he sleeps in my attic, and he comes down every once in a while for some food. But yeah, not the same person.
No way could Wyatt talk like Ricky.
No, not a chance. Not a chance. We usually do a game to start. We're gonna do a reaction to start. We had Wyatt react to the Madden ratings last time. Ethan, I gotta resize my screen here real quick. So if you in the chat, if you guys can all just bear with me momentarily.
I've been waiting 2 days for this. To say I'm nervous is an understatement.
All right. I got the audio on my phone, and I will try to play the video in the background. Hopefully it's not too disorienting. It should be semi-close words to audio. I'm not exactly sure the latency between me hitting play and it actually going out to the stream, but.
Okay.
Two posted on socials. Post what it's going to be on socials, so we can discuss it later. And then, okay. Yeah, so we're not just eating up your guys' time. Me and Wyatt will discuss it.
Hold on. Not at the right time. 52.
Technical difficulties.
Yes.
I came up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out special coming up. And you know what? One of us has to be super involved in it. And two of us that are here on your screen right now don't. So we're talking about Ethan getting married. We got some lines out for you guys. We got some bets out, some prop bets for Ethan's wedding day.
Can you hear okay?
I came up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we do 4 each, hopefully we don't overlap too much and knock one of those off. But Wyatt, I'll let you go first, man. What's your first prop bet for Mr. Ethan's wedding day?
Yeah, I'm going to go a pretty generic one here, but we're going to go best man speech over under 299 and a half seconds. That is 5 minutes if you guys can't do the math. But it's always a good little bet that I know me and some friends do as side bets at each other's weddings. But yeah, best man speech over under 5 minutes.
What do you think?
Over under?
Over under.
Well, it's gonna be my brother. Man, that's a good line. I'm gonna say. Oh man, I don't know. It's just in like real life, he can kind of ramble a little bit, but he's also maybe a little bit more shy. So
Aaron, if you're in the chat, don't let him get away with that.
yeah, you get it from our dad, Aaron. I do too. Let's see. Hi, Dad. I'm gonna go slight lean on the under.
Okay.
Slight lean. Line's
That's
good.
the sharp side there. I feel like with guys who might be a little shorter, I feel like I want to go the under.
Oh, it's going to be Aaron, who he's a lawyer.
Oh,
Okay.
shoot. He's a lawyer and he's a
lawyers are
live town.
known
Also
to talk,
true.
so that might be a little bit of the public side.
Which
I don't know.
I
but he's
mean,
also,
of course
I
I'm on that
definitely
side,
see him
but-
as a little quieter guy, too. So, I don't know. I think public split.
It
That's
might
a
be a
good line.
50-50 bet. Ethan, Aaron, if either of you guys are in right now, we need some some thoughts on these. Hopefully Ethan's not watching right now, so we can react to this next week.
what's up, past selves?
How about Maid of Honor cries during the speech at 0.5? So yes or no? I mean, we always have the crying prop on the Super Bowl, right? Maid of Honor cries. That is juiced, though. I mean, like, a lot of these are minus
Yeah.
110s. That one's got to be, what, minus 800?
I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's free money. I will
Is
say
it?
though,
Okay.
I think she was kind of in between two people for the maid of honor, and the other one would have been more of a toss-up. The one that will be though, yeah, she'll cry.
Okay. Hey,
That's
you
free.
heard it. Free money.
Free. Hammer it. Parlay. I don't even care.
Yeah. I don't know her friends that well, but it's a female body, so probably.
That might have been the worst way to work that. All right, mate. What is well, let's just go back and forth. We don't need to do
Okay.
snake.
I'm gonna go back to the crying. Ethan shed over 1.5 tears. So this is tears coming from both eyes when she walks down the aisle.
Ooh. When she walks down the aisle. God, that's gonna be a toss-up. I mean, there will be tears. For some reason, weddings get me, but when she walks down the aisle, like, I don't know, that part usually doesn't get me.
Until you're standing up there.
Right.
Right.
I would say, I mean, there will be tears, so like probably on the over, but I don't know.
There's some sharp lines here, man.
Yeah, that's. If it was just throughout the night,
that's
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just walking down the aisle.
Yeah. Well,
I might take the under on that one. I don't know. What were you?
I hope
for
you're
your
right.
wedding, were you? I didn't feel it at all, man. They tried to do it for the pictures. I couldn't
Didn't do
muster
it.
a single one.
They asked
Yeah,
me.
I'm
They
just
said, "Please try."
take
I was like,
advance
"I
for
can't.
Yeah.
I've got nothing for
Love you.
her."
This ain't it. When I had my first kid, though, cried like for 2 hours.
Yeah.
So it happens. Let's go. I'm gonna take this one because I want this one. The initial kiss, the initial one before the lips separate. So like, you do 3 quick pecks, mwah, mwah, mwah. That does the whole sequence does not count. It's the second your lips stop touching, over under 2.5 seconds. Do they hold for pictures? Or is Ethan a gentleman? Or is Ethan that attractive? Maybe Allie wants to get a little sugar from Papa.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's a valid argument. If it were up to me, under.
If it were up to me. Wyatt, do you remember your last two? Might be a little faster than us.
Yeah, I had if over under half a glass to be broken on the dance floor.
That's right.
By me?
Anyone.
Anyone.
It's the wedding.
Oh. Ooh. Wow, that's a good one. 'Cause that does seem like a true 50-50.
It seems like half the weddings there's always a
I would lean. I'm going to lean yes.
And then my fourth one was times I asked the DJ to play Mr. Brightside before it's played. I think the line was at 3.5.
Over.
Yeah, if that's not getting played past 9 p.m., I'm in the DJ's ear.
Can we parlay that with the bridesmaid crying or the maid of honor crying and
Yeah.
retire?
Yeah, parlays are alive.
I can't remember my third one. Do you remember my third one, Wyatt?
I think you did beers drank.
Yeah. Yeah, beers. Was it? I think the line was 5.5 or 6.5. No, it's drinks drank because the toasting, the champagne toast counted. Drinks over 6.5. What do you think?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, smash
Wyatt.
it over.
That's what Wyatt said.
Before the ceremony?
Yeah. Hey, and my last one was a question, and maybe you know because you're more connected to the event. You're more in the know. The consummating the marriage was at 0.25. Why was that not 0.5? That's a very... Me and Wyatt were trying to decide what is that number? What would 0.5 be? That implies there's a 0.5.
That's when you're scrolling through the line. You're like, whoa, that sticks out. Something's not right with that.
Can you explain that?
You could go beers over 0.25 under.
Well,
you get a little sloppy the more beers you have.
That's what I was gonna say. In my path, I've had a tendency of falling asleep.
Yes, you have.
So maybe that could get to the 0.5.
Okay. We're thinking maybe it's over the pants stuff.
Or if we don't make it that far, it's an easy under.
You're right. You're right.
I mean, for all I know, I'm getting dragged out of the dance floor.
Oh man, I love it, Ethan. Let's get these blown up.
That
like that?
That was good. Yes, that was better than what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting. I was just nervous.
Oh, well, now you can go back and watch it if you want. You can get all of our breakdown of your lines there. Hopefully,
if you guys don't make money now at my wedding, I'll be disappointed because I just gave you all the insights.
You did. You did, man. I appreciate that. You guys ready to get into these games?
Yes, sir.
Do it.
All right, guys. We're talking about Thursday Night Football. The Minnesota Vikings heading to LA to face the Chargers. Chargers 3-point home favorites. Over-under set at 44.5. Ethan, you're back. I'm going to let you start first.
Hawkinson dropped that ball. That's where I'll start. Monte Smith caught it. Hawk dropped it. And Jordan Mason did score on that reach out. So just to settle all the Twitter beef I've gotten myself into with Vikings fans. But yeah, Chargers let me down last week. I like the Chargers a lot. I know Wyatt did as well. On the money line against the Colts, that game was over before it started, just like basically every other game that I had interest in. But this week, I'm going right back to the Chargers. I would try to still get a 3 sooner rather than later if they're still out there. I have not bet this yet because I do want to just hear if I don't know for sure if Joe Alt is still out or not. I know he's getting closer to a return. Don't know if it's this week. I think Trey Pipkins is out on the O-line as well. Obviously, Slater out for the year. And I do think those injuries are something I just haven't put enough weight on for the Chargers. And, I think they've kind of come to fruition while they've been out. So that is one thing I'm nervous about, but don't like the spot here at all for the Vikings. They are off that hard-fought game against the Eagles, the Super Bowl champions. They're off their bye week. Think they put a lot of effort into that game, did not win it. Now they have Detroit on the road on deck after this Chargers game. You have the Chargers off a disappointing loss, but they were in a tough travel spot. They had to go over to New York to face the Giants, back home to face Washington, back over to Miami to face the Dolphins, back home once again to face the Colts. Now they get to stay home. It's their first time not traveling now in a little while. They have the Titans on deck, so basically their first bye week. So no look-ahead spot for the Chargers. I think it's a bad spot for Minnesota, better spot for the Chargers, and I think the Chargers are just the better team. Looks like Carson Wentz again at quarterback, which if this was JJ, I'd be all over LA, but still like the Chargers in this game. Probably one of my favorite plays. I actually love the primetime games this week.
Well, my confidence is shot from last week, so apologies. My bets also, or my predictions also are not fantastic just because my confidence is gone. Like I said, I saw a stat out there. Wentz is 7-0 straight up on Thursday Night Football. So a little interesting stat for you guys there, according to Barstool Gambling or whatever. So I'm going to go back to Minnesota. It's more me getting pissed off at the Chargers last week. And again, didn't really look at all between what's sharp, what's public. I don't care because last week it did not matter. And last year it did not matter. So I'm not trying to look into that as much. I'm going to go back to the Vikings here. I'll take them at the +3. The Chargers I'm just not impressed with. And again, probably a little scarred from last week. But yeah, I think 3 points the Vikings can hang, especially after a bad performance against the Eagles, and also the Chargers sucked against the Colts. But yeah, I'll take the Vikings here at the +3.
I was saying last week, I was really surprised that the Colts was the public side because, I mean, we had so much hype on the Chargers coming in. Like, Chargers, after they beat the Chiefs, they're 2-0. Chiefs were 0-2. Is like, this team's going to go to the Super Bowl. They're going to be facing the Bears. It looks a lot different now, just a couple weeks later. So I faded the Chargers last week. I think I am going to be on them this week. You saying that Carson went 7-0 on Thursday night or in prime time? That sounds like he's due to me. Due for Ethan knew it was coming. Due for a loss, man. It's coming. I think the Chargers get it here. I think they really felt that they were the better team against the Colts. I think they probably came in a little cocky, getting smacked like that. I might put a bad taste in your mouth. So Minnesota coming to town. I picked up the Dicker the Kicker, thinking that maybe these Chargers, they can get something going. So I am with Ethan here on the Chargers. And we're live on TikTok right now too, guys. If you guys are commenting over there, I got like a couple screens going on. It's kind of hard to see. So make sure if you guys do want us to get to your comments, you guys are subscribing on YouTube and leaving us comments over there. That way we can get to you a lot quicker and a lot easier. But yeah. Double Chargers and Vikings.
I will say,
wow,
Ben, you forgot that the public brain only remembers what they saw last week. So they can't remember what their Chargers after 3 weeks.
You're okay. Dude, I completely understand X now that you phrase it like that. Now I get it. Okay.
Yeah. Our memories erase every 7 days.
It's like we're having our caches cleared. Our history is cleared. Guys, let's talk about this next game. Buffalo Bills versus Carolina Panthers. Panthers 7-point home cats. Huh? How about that, home cats? 7-point home cats. Over under set at 46.5. Buffalo, 2 really bad games. Oh, I mean, can we count the Saints? Can we say 3 really bad games in a row? And then going into a bye. Did the bye fix it? Let's see. Before we get into that, let's hit Bob here real quick. He says, Keenan, Dobbs, also Pitts or Fannin for PPR. Thanks. Keenan and Pitts for me this week. Ethan?
Keenan, Dobbs, and Pitts, 2 of the 3.
So I think he's saying pick one of the 2 receivers and one of the 2 tight ends. So Keenan, Dobbs, and then Pitts or Fannin.
Okay, yeah.
PPR.
Fannin and Keenan.
Yeah, I'd go Keenan and Fannin as well. I'm a big Fannin guy.
And Njoku out, I do believe. I think.
Yes.
Could be wrong. Yeah.
3 Keenans. So I like that a lot. I'm only on Pitts this week because they're against the Dolphins, and then the Browns are against the Patriots. So that's totally matchup based for me. I like Fannin way more than I like Pitts. But yeah, let's go to Wyatt first, man. Break down your Cats versus Buffalo.
Yeah, I mean, Carolina won 3 in a row. Is that the first time they've done that in 10 years? They tried every way possible to lose that Jets game, and the Jets still suck. So, yeah, 3 in a row, good job. But I still don't think it's fantastic for them. They're 4-3 now in the year. Again, probably their first winning season through 7 weeks or 8 weeks in God knows when. And Buffalo, like you said, 2 losses in a row, 3 not so great games in a row. I think this is a great bounce back game for Buffalo, and I usually don't bet against Carolina, but I'm going to go back to Buffalo. Just a good game to get confidence back, so I'll take them at the -7.
Yeah, for me, this is just a very easy pass game. I don't buy much into Buffalo's 2 losses because I really think they had that massive comeback win against the Ravens before the Ravens were not good in week 1. And then they played the Jets, the Dolphins, 2 very easy opponents that they beat both of them. I know the Dolphins was tough, but 2 divisional games. Saints, Patriots before they were really much better, and then the Falcons in a tough spot for them. I almost feel like the Bills were just kind of like coasting after that Ravens win. Kind of saw weak schedule ahead of them, and I don't know. I just felt like they weren't really putting their best on the field. And then 2 losses with the bye. You would think Buffalo would bounce back, but the reason I can't play Buffalo, I really worry about their run defense. And Carolina's been just such a good running team sneakily the last 2 seasons. Obviously, we've seen Dowdle go off the last few weeks, Chuba Hubbard all last year. Looks like Dowdle, it looks like he kind of took over the job when both guys were active last week. Dowdle got the bulk. So, I fear for Buffalo's run defense. That being said, they did have the bye to potentially patch that a little bit. Like Wyatt said, Carolina off 3 straight wins, so I don't know if you can find much value there. Andy Dalton in for Bryce Young, where typically I would look for the injured quarterback theory. But, a full half of that is you're getting the adjusted line based on the quarterback that's not as big of a drop-off. They didn't even adjust this line for Andy Dalton from Bryce Young. So you're losing half of the reason why we like to bet that. The other half being the team steps up in that player's absence. But, yeah, I just don't see it being a true injured player theory this week. So it's a pretty easy pass for me. I can make argument for both sides. But I guess I do have to give a side. So I will lean with Buffalo.
Quick question. You said that one part of the side didn't matter, right? Because they didn't adjust the line. If the assistant manager at your local Subway calls in, do they make your sandwich better?
Some places, maybe.
Some places, maybe. Yeah, I love your coasting analogy and your thought there because I think that's true too. Sometimes you trip yourself up, right? I think their balls got a little bit too big. They got a little bit too front heavy, tripped up over themselves a little bit. Thought they were just going to walk all over the Saints.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, they're gonna whop the Saints. Yeah, and that 7 line is scary, but I just think at the end of the day, the Bills, after that bye and after a couple losses, they looked bad. They looked really bad in prime time against the Falcons. Josh Allen played bad. This isn't just, the Falcons came in, beat them, which absolutely they were in a bad spot, but Buffalo did not make it any easier on themselves. They just kept shooting themselves in the foot. I think that Allen plays better here. And I think the Panthers, they've been looking a lot better. Their defense has played better. He's talked about their run game, but this is still the Panthers. That defense is still not very good. So give me Josh Allen to go in to Carolina and get the win too. So that's going to be a round of Buffalo for all 3 of us. And then, guys, the Jets. We have to talk about them this week as much as none of us want to. But the Jets are playing the Bengals, and the Bengals are 6.5-point home favorites. Over-under set at 44.5. There's really one guy I can throw this to. That has to be Ethan.
Puke in the mouth game of the week.
They're so bad, bro.
So honestly, a bit of a tougher week to pick the puke in the mouth game of the week. So I just default to the Jets because well, they're really bad. Thank God I did not bet their win total over. I really strongly considered that this season, but luckily didn't do it. I'll make this one fairly short, fairly easy. I think the only thing you could do here is play the Jets because the Bengals are going to be at their absolute peak right now as long as Burrow's out after that Thursday night win where everyone was watching against the fraud Steelers. So I just don't think there's any value taking the Bengals. I think the 6.5 line screams take the Jets in the spot. I think Bengals are going to be very public. Also, be fearful, Bengals, because Aaron Glenn said he's not going to tell who's starting, Tyrod Taylor or Justin Fields, doesn't want to give the Bengals an advantage by telling who their starting quarterback is. It's Tyrod Taylor.
Sleeper announced it. Did you guys get the notification? Sleeper did it, and then I got the one about Aaron Glenn like the next day or a couple hours later. I'm not joking.
Yeah, that's really sneaky of you, Aaron Glenn. That's going to win you a game right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, newsflash, it is Tyrod Taylor starting. Injured quarterback theory. Tyrod, no worse than Justin Fields. So I think the only way you can do this is play the Jets or pass. I'm not playing the Jets, so I am passing. So I do lean the Jets.
Yeah, you said it pretty much all for me, so I'll keep this one short. I'm not going to bet the Jets again because this team is ass. They're 0-7. I said preseason that I don't know if they're going to win a game, and that's looking pretty good at the moment. Yeah, usually if you take a team on the spread, you think they can win, and I don't think the Jets win this game, but it's simply a fade off of Cincy, like Ethan said, off of a really good win. They now have some life for potentially when Joe comes back, which will be December sometime. So I think people would be jumping all over Cincy and seeing how bad the Jets played last week. I think you have to give out the Jets, but I'm not going to put any real money on this crap-ass team.
Crap-ass. I mean, we might have already had the Jets season highlight of Aaron Glenn running down the sideline with all that swag. Like, that actually might be the highlight of the Jets season. And the Jets defense looked so bad last week that people said that that was the Bengals defense. Oh wait, they're playing each other this week. I'm completely with these two guys too. I do not want to take the Jets. The Jets have been so bad, but they're absolutely the side here at plus 6.5. Also feel like I should note Bengals against the Steelers last Thursday night. I believe 5.5 point dogs. Swing around the next week. Now they're 6.5 point favorites. That's a huge swing for another team in the NFL that isn't incredibly banged up. They just have a couple guys that have been sucking. Mason Taylor, Breece Hall this week. Put them in your lineups.
Don't hate it. I'm a Mason Taylor nut.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah. I think the book's got the quarterback Joes mixed up on this line here.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Joe's back. Joe's in Cincinnati. Oh, okay. 6.5.
Now it makes sense.
Last names mean a lot.
Yeah. Let's talk about the San Francisco 49ers heading to Houston to face the Texans. San Fran, Wyatt called it, coming off a very impressive win against Atlanta. Houston, coming off a disappointing loss on, I believe that was Monday Night Football. Now they're 1.5 point home favorites. Over-unders at 41.5. Wyatt, I kind of feel like we have to do what we did with San Fran last week, right? Take the ugly line, take Houston minus the 1.5. I don't know. Last week I said San Fran's too banged up. There's no way they can beat the Falcons, and you called it, dude. They beat them handily. So Houston, they had so many, 3 turnovers? Plus 3 in the turnover battle and still lost, and like it hadn't been done.
Defensive touchdown.
No. Yeah. And like a team that's done that hasn't lost by that much before. So give me the Texans in a bounce back here. What do you think, man?
Yeah, there's a correct betting side, and then there is a winner. Last week, there was a lot of correct betting sides, and they all lost. So the correct 100% is the Texans. That's the right betting side. Are the Texans ass? Yes.
Yes.
Do I hate the Texans? Yes. Is San Fran back? Probably. They have Purdy. Looks like he's probably going to get back in the lineup. And you still have the Texans as a favorite. So there's 100% a right betting side here. Is that going to win? If it's last week, no. But I can't shift my. Well, I probably should have last year. I should have shifted public because public dominated. But yeah, I mean, San Fran's going to be the public's best bet this weekend. And yeah, I got to say what I think is sharp. And again, didn't work last week, but I can't get off my tactics. So give me Houston, and I'll probably freaking bet it.
I hate it, and I love Houston. I love Houston, and I absolutely hate it. But I said, was it on maybe 2 weeks ago on this show or maybe on one of our lives? I said I was going to have to fade San Fran as soon as Purdy comes back, and unfortunately it's probably going to have to be against Houston. And yeah, if Purdy's back, I mean, I'm absolutely going to have to take Houston. How in the world are they favorites? 2-4 against a 5-2. If anyone's watched Houston, dude, that offense is like torture. Like if you were a prisoner overseas and or way south of here, and you were just getting tortured, they just throw on C.J. Stroud, especially once Nico Collins got hurt.
Right.
Just absolutely brutal, dude. That O-line is so trash. The one thing they have going for them, though, their defense is really good. Yeah. And to me, they didn't pass the eye test early in the year, but we've now had enough games under our belt where my eyes were just probably deceiving me because they do have a good defense here. You're getting the better defense at home, basically a pick-em price. The line is telling you where, like Wyatt said, the right side is. It's got to be Houston. And I do think – so I actually liked San Fran last week. I gave out Atlanta and then ended up really liking San Fran. So I don't know if I was just ready to be done looking at games by the time I hit Sunday night or what. But I do think San Fran got up for the Fred Warner injury. I do think he's a huge piece of that team. Almost like the injured quarterback, but, on the defensive side of the ball. So I really think that helped them. And then obviously Atlanta off the emotional big win. But I don't think the team gets up twice for the Fred Warner injury. I think their win last week will kind of settle them back down, maybe let them take a breath here. So yeah, I like the Texans a lot. Also San Fran, 3 weeks on the road now in their last 4, including a Thursday night game. So just a lot of travel, and when you don't have a ton of depth, it means a little bit more for those guys who are playing. So, yeah, unfortunately, I love the Texans this week.
This was out of conference too.
Yes, road game, out of conference, lowest importance.
Yeah,
good point.
Absolutely.
Good point.
Thank you. The Cleveland Browns head to New England to face Patriots. Patriots 7-point home favorites. Over/under set at 40.5. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me, guys. Cleveland money line.
Wow.
Come on now. This Cleveland defense, they've been legit. New England, I mean, they whooped up on the Titans. Both these teams, I believe, scored 31 points last week. Had pretty good defensive efforts. It was kind of funny, too. I had the New England Patriots defense, and because I dropped a bunch of guys and just added a whole bunch, I accidentally added both the Patriots and Cleveland Browns defense. Had to pick one. The answer was either one of them because both these dudes balled out last week. I picked the wrong one, though. I believe I picked the Patriots. But I think that I'm going to give the Browns at the +7. I love it. I think the Browns win this one outright in New England against a Drake May that's getting, can we just say glazed like Mahomes right now? Chris Collinsworth, Mahomes glaze a little bit on Drake May. That's my 2 cents. What do you think, Ethan?
Yeah, if we're talking glaze, Baker's not getting any now. I thought he was going to be the MVP, but anyway. Yeah, I like the call, Ben, and I won't go very long because I don't have a huge opinion, but I kind of agree. I like Cleveland plus the points. It wouldn't shock me if they went outright. I think the Patriots are overvalued at this point. 4 straight wins, 5 of their last 6. Last 3 on the road. I'll bring out a betting strategy that I use in the MLB a lot, a team returning home off of a winning road trip. Patriots just won 3 straight on the road. Started off by that Bills win. So, yeah, I don't really love the spot here. Feels like a breathe-easy letdown spot for the Patriots. You get a really good defense catching a full touchdown in Cleveland right before their bye week as well. Could go into the bye at 3-5, which is a hell of a lot better than 2-6 if they get this win. So, give me Cleveland plus the points. Yeah, I like your ballsy outright call. I'll second that. It wouldn't shock me if Cleveland wins.
Yeah, this is going to be my favorite underplay of the week, which is pretty it is the lowest total of the week, so it's probably not fantastic. But like you said, Ben, both teams scored 31 last week. The over-under is at 40.5. So Love the under. This is going to be my no touchdown game. It hasn't hit yet this year. I don't know if it ever will, but it could be a $5 to win. I don't know, $300. So no touchdowns in the game. But yeah, if it's going to be a low scoring game, you're going to have to take the team at the touchdown dog. So I do like Cleveland as well. Could definitely see them winning this game outright. The Patriots are kind of, I don't know. They lost to the Raiders, who are not good. They blow out the Titans. They blow out the Panthers. They struggle against the Saints. I think they're going to go back to struggling here. So yeah, give me Cleveland at the +7. I love it. And like I said, really like the under in this game for two teams that have had really high scoring games pretty much throughout the season. Definitely the Patriots. So like the under, no touchdown score in Cleveland at the +7.
Dude, I love it. I thought I was going to get mag dumped. Apparently, we're just mag dumping into the air, man. We're all riding on these Browns together. Let's go.
Dude, if we had Agreement Island this year, we wouldn't even have to film this episode.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be like 40 minutes of us just bullshitting and then 3 minutes of us talking about the games. Guys, we're going to talk about Miami Dolphins versus the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons 7.5-point home favorites, over under set at 44.5. You called them. You called them to lose outright to the Niners, as they did. Now they're over a touchdown favorites against stinky-ass fish. What do you think, Wyatt?
Yeah, they lost to the Browns last week.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. This team's
They
bad.
lose.
Yeah, they got absolutely. I don't even know how he still has a job, McDaniel. I seriously don't understand. So, I think Miami's a sinking ship. I think half their team wants out. Stay tuned for our Mount Rushmore. We talk about trades. I think everyone wants out of Miami. So I think a lot of the guys are up for a trade block there. Yeah, this team sucks. I'm not throwing any money on Miami ever. I don't care if they're the sharp side or whatnot. I'm going to take the Falcons. Probably won't bet it, but there's no way in hell I'm backing Capri wearing sinking ship Miami. Can't do it. So give me Falcons at the +7.5.
Yeah,
-7.5.
Yeah. I'm the biggest fool in the room. I thought Miami could actually hang within 8.5 on a teaser. Thought no way could they allow the Browns to put up over 17 for the first time this season. Well, they did. Only way I could lean is the Falcons because Dolphins had no heart. They looked like they quit. Their coach is just probably shouldn't even say the words I'm thinking in my head on the show, but the dude's a moron. I don't know how he still has a job. It's absolutely mind-blowing. He couldn't the guy's awful. So obviously the team does not want to play for him. The team doesn't want to play at all. Tyreek Hill was just praising God when he got injured, seriously injured, because he didn't have to play for that shit team anymore. So there's no way I could back the Dolphins. Even if they're the sharpest side in the world, I need some fight from a team, and they show me nothing. So, yeah, that team's ass. I'll just by default take the Falcons, and I'll probably just take every team against the Dolphins for the rest of the year until McDaniel's gone.
Guys, I feel bad for McDaniels. I feel bad for him. Like, listen, hear me out. I know I see you looking at me, Ethan. Hear me out.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay.
Feel bad for Sirianni too.
Hey, let me get it out. He already accepted a job, but they said we need you to start within 2 weeks. You have to put in your 2 weeks notice today. He only has a week left. He's getting nervous. That's why they're playing so bad. Because he accepted a job at Jimmy John's. He said, dude, his offense was freaky fast. He had Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. He's got to make these sandwiches. He's the assistant general manager at the local Jimmy John's. Man, this is a cold cut heavy episode. Sorry about that, guys. But he's getting close. I don't know how he's still got a job coaching the Dolphins. I really don't. He said, did you guys see that video? I don't think it was AI, where he said, I don't think we throw 10 interceptions this week. Talking about Tua. I swear to God. I didn't see the little Sora thing, but he said it like underneath his breath. He's like, I don't think we throw 10 interceptions this week. It's like, Atlanta's played really good defense this year. You might. I'm with you guys.
I will say, every interview I've seen with him, I don't know if it's real or AI. Literally everyone.
He did apply to Jersey Mike's as well. And when they asked them, how are you going to make it Mike's way? He said he's just going to sit on it and stare at it and cry at it and wear capris while he makes it. And that wasn't enough to get the job. So I'm glad he got it at Jimmy John's.
Something about people being allergic to mango vape. That he couldn't blow it and do vape tricks on people's sandwiches. Mike's not down with that. Yeah, I'm with you guys. Falcons -7.5. You guys ready to talk about one more game before halftime? Yes, Ethan.
Also have to say I did hear today that the sharp bettors early in the week went out and smashed the Dolphins +7 just to drive that line down to 6.5, and came back and hammered Atlanta -6.5. So
Really?
yes, I heard that.
Dude, that's awesome.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Guys, we're talking about the New York Giants at the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles 7.5-point home favorites. Over-under set at 43.5. Ethan, I'm gonna let you start with this one, but I feel like this is such an obvious trap.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be Philly for me here. And I'm still debating if I'm going to play this one or not, but Philly obviously has struggled last couple weeks. They did go out and get the big win against the Vikings last week. Obviously just played the Giants 2 weeks ago, lost to them outright Thursday Night Football. So, you could say revenge, but it's also a team that they've just dominated the last, I don't even know how long. So I don't know if, there's necessarily a ton of revenge for Philly, but it is a quick turnaround. I mean, they haven't even had time to forget that loss. So that probably plays into their favor. I'm just looking to fade the Giants. I kind of wish they would have won outright last week. We would have been getting a better number here. But they're a really fun story. A team that I kind of find myself rooting for. I do like their pieces, but Dable, sucks. The fact that they lost that game would almost be enough for me to consider firing Dable on the spot, because I don't know how you go and lose that. And he's just never been a good coach at all without Josh Allen. So, yeah, it would have to be Philly in this spot here. I heard a stat, too. I think teams who lost game one, who play each other within a 3-week span since I don't even know when, was like 26-13 or something against the spread. So it'd be Philly here. I think Philly's just ultimately the better team. Public will likely line up on the Giants because they are kind of America's darling right now. So still debating if I'll get there with the Eagles or not, but that is the side I'm liking.
Yeah, I am right there with you. It's probably public. It's probably a trap. Really quick revenge game. Eagles are pissed. They're embarrassed on prime time on Thursday night, losing to the same Giants team. It's got to be the Eagles. I think they honestly pound them. We also saw the Giants have one of the biggest blown leads ever in NFL history, 19-0 going into fourth. Apologies for all the underbettors in that game because it was a public week and there was 50 point score in the fourth quarter, 40 point score in the fourth quarter. So apologies to you there. But, I think Philly dog walks them. I think it's going to be like 34-10.
Yeah, I could see it.
I just agree with you guys so much. Who's taking Philly -7.5? I mean, you get the Giants, who already blew them out, like you guys said just a little bit ago, +7.5, and all the Scatabo memes and Jackson Dart memes that are going around. Everybody's going to want to take the Giants. Oh, Giants should have won that game. This is a game where they're mad. They're going to come in pissed off and beat the Eagles. Nah. This feels like an absolute trap. It's a gross one, but we're all on them.
I bet Ricky's on the Giants.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, 100%. Big Giants guy.
Ricky loves Scratcho. Put in a little note down to give Ricky when he comes down for his cat food.
You guys ready for halftime?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's head over there. The funniest thing is this is called like the ultimate bye week or whatever, because there's so many teams on bye. We're having a good time this week, guys. Sorry, it's 7:13 already. We've been on for 46 minutes. We're just reaching halftime. Apologies about that, everybody. I hope you're enjoying the show, though. Guys, we're meeting in the middle. Two things, seeing what they have in common. We have the Miami Dolphins, and I've got Salt. What do they have in common? You guys can help in the comments.
Something like salt on the wound, maybe. It's not really a circle middle thing.
Something with McDaniel. Let's see.
God, this is the easiest one?
No, they're a little harder this week, but I really enjoy them.
Shake.
I think-
Something with shake. Shaker. Shaky.
Not shaken. Think taste for this one.
Bland.
Bland.
I mean, isn't salt taste salty?
Yeah, you're yeah.
Salty McDaniel hasn't been fired yet. Salty that this team has won a Super Bowl yet.
Think opposites.
Betting on the Dolphins and eating a whole salt shaker still probably won't kill me, even though it should. I don't know. I'm kind of stumped.
I'm stumped.
This is a tough one. It's just it's ain't shit sweet. You get the sweet and salty, man. Ain't shit sweet in Miami right now. I'm telling you, everything sucks down there. All right, next one we have the one New York Giants logo and 4 New York Jets logos.
Would take 4 Jets to beat the Giants.
Might not be enough.
You can 4 times the Giants' win total this year will still be less than the Giants.
4 Jets.
Equally, no.
This applies to just last week.
I'm gonna have to go back. Oh. Wait. Okay. Let me go back.
4 Jets, 1 Giant. Last week, Giants blew a massive lead. Jets suck. Times
You're
4.
right. You're very close. You're right there, Wyatt.
Something about touchdowns scored.
Not touchdown scored. Wyatt's right there.
What did you just say, Wyatt?
Well, blown lead and Jets ass and 4. It's both New York teams.
There's a reason
I don't
for
know.
4. 4's not a random number here.
But there's only 2 towers.
I almost went that direction, but I chose not to.
Probably smart.
Four
Gosh.
buildings
I was going to say
down.
jet fuel can't melt shit teams.
I don't know.
Times they've let down the city this year.
Hey, that's good.
You'd probably need 7 Jets.
Right. Right.
Or just 0 because no one had expectations.
We had a little bit. At least I did.
Yeah,
I had a little something. Guys, this is quarters of bad football last week.
Damn it, that's good.
Gosh, we should have been able to get that.
The Giants, 3 good quarters, just dropped the ball at the end. Jets, well, they never really had a chance.
Yeah, I guess I
from
kind of
Victor.
had it. I said Jets sucked the whole game. Giants lost. Yeah, I was
You did.
close. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right there, man. Last one. The Raiders. We've got love, kiss. We're not making love.
Peach emoji.
Peach emoji. Follow the peach emoji drift.
The Raiders got destroyed by the Chiefs. Love, kiss.
Love kiss ass.
Ass.
I don't know, man. My brain's not working. I don't know. Thought they had it. No.
This one's, I'd say, maybe equally as hard as the Dolphins one. I had one very similar to this last week, Wyatt. Very similar.
Yesterday. today. Pretty sure Mexicans like to love, kiss, and do intercourse.
Just the Mexicans.
Oh, they're big Raiders fans, right?
Oh, yeah, actually, that's good. That's good. Yeah, you're right. I could have used that.
I don't know. I'm stumped.
Ethan, do you have anything for me, man?
Not really.
Maybe you can even instead of saying love, you can say crush.
Crush.
Something big for all these. Think of a big moment for all those. Another word for it.
Marriage,
Not marriage.
relationship, romance.
Are you throwing the flag in?
I'm throwing the flag.
Yeah.
So it's your first love, your first kiss, and the first time you have sex. That's 3 first downs, guys. That's 3 first. The Raiders had 3 first down in that entire game.
My God.
Yeah. Anyone else have the Raiders plus 12.5, or is that just me?
That would be us. That would be all 3 of us.
I will say, I go through and watch the the accelerated highlights from every game each week. Usually they're 15 to maybe like 22, 23 minutes. 10 for the Chiefs Raiders game.
Like, did the Raiders play the Chiefs with the ball every time?
But dude, it kept showing like meaningless plays in the fourth quarter. I'm like, I know you're trying to like show something, but you could have quit after the third. You didn't need to show us any of that. Just like both teams quit after the third.
Yes. Yeah, Mahomes 5 straight touchdown drives benched in the third. That's insane. All right. Hey, those were good this week. I like those. You guys. Those good. All right, guys. Back to the games. We've got the Chicago Bears versus the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens are back, presumably with Lamar. Presumably. I believe this is the word I was trying to say there. Minus 6.5 point home favorites. Over under set at 49.5. Ethan, I'm going to have you start with this one because you were telling people about this game, I think even before you left for New York, that this line was going to change. What have you seen?
Yeah, I mean, I just can't quit Baltimore, and I already bet them. I got 5.5. It's up to 6.5. I expected it to go closer to like 9, maybe 8.5. So it hasn't moved quite like I thought it would. I'm a little less confident that Lamar is going to play. When I placed the bet on, I think, Sunday, I was pretty sure Lamar would be in. Now, he's limited today. Don't know as much, but, even if Lamar's out, you just got to think the bye was absolutely needed for the Ravens. I don't think they sold that Rams game out like I know some people were kind of saying they might have. I don't think they necessarily gave in on that game, but to get the bye week, to get healthy, off 4 straight losses with all the expectations coming into the season. Now they're at home against the Bears. They haven't been on the road since they played Kansas City. So that's, going on a month ago. Just a very advantageous part of their schedule. And then I'm just looking to fade the Bears. I mean, this team hasn't lost since September 14th to the Lions. This team's not good. They're actually not even close to good. They're actually very bad.
Beat the Saints.
Yeah. Beat the Saints, beat the Cowboys, worst defense in the NFL, second worst defense in the NFL, maybe worst. Beat the Raiders, congrats. Beat the Commanders, who I'm not high on, out of a bye. I'm just so ready to sell high on these Bears. I thought 5.5 was a nice line. I hope it goes over a touchdown. I hope Lamar gets confirmed, but yeah, I just think I think the Ravens are gonna kind of be a force to be reckoned with the rest of the way, especially once Lamar is back. Ready to sell on the Bears. So I took the 5.5 with the Ravens. 6.5, I'll still lean that way.
Yeah, I'll keep this one quick. Also on the Ravens is a must-win game. I agree. The Bears are ass. Usually quarterback coming back would make me want to take Chicago. And again, I'm just trying not to get into as much of looking at the lines and looking at the public and stuff like that. So, yeah, it might be public to take the Ravens with Lamar, but I honestly think it's like I said, must-win game. If you're taking a dog on the spread, you might as well hope that they can win. And I don't think the Bears have a chance to win this game. So give me the Ravens, and hopefully they get it done in easy fashion.
See, my worry here is how bad that Ravens defense looked. But Caleb Williams has not looked very good either. That plus 6.5, I'm like, I feel like the Bears could win this one outright. But something's telling me this is going to be a Ravens blowout. And I know, just talking with you guys, just in the group chats and stuff, I think you guys are right. I'm going to listen to what you guys have to say today. I think I'm going to be on Baltimore with you guys at the minus 6.5. That's a scary number to me against the Bears, but I feel like Bears are going to win outright or the Ravens are going to blow them out. I feel like that there's no in between here. So I will go with Baltimore. They're at home too. Yeah. You give me Baltimore here. Oh, God. Okay. NFC South, Bucks at Saints. Saints plus 4.5. Over under set at 46.5. I mean, the Bucks are so banged up. Mike Evans got injured twice. Like, he got injured, he came back, and he went on IR. Like, what can you say about the Bucks at this point? Wyatt, I'll send it to you first. Do you think the Saints cover this, and is there a chance they win outright?
Give me the over here. Love the over. Like Rashid Shaheed touchdown, like Tez Johnson touchdown. So give me the over. But I think the Bucks probably win this game by under 3. So that unfortunately puts me on the Saints at the plus 4.5. Don't love it. I'll probably be betting the over. Like I said, I love Rashid Shaheed touchdown. I'm starting him in fantasy. I'm also starting Tez Johnson in fantasy. So hopefully those guys can ball out. And I know Tampa Bay did not look great against Detroit. Detroit, like I said, is, in my opinion, is still the best team in the NFL. A little biased there, but I think it's not the craziest thing to say. No. But yeah, I'll take the Saints plus 4.5. Think the Bucks probably get it done by a late field goal.
Yeah, I'll keep it fairly short too. I like the Saints as well. Probably won't bet it because I don't want to have my money on the Saints, but I think the line is very telling. Tampa Bay has a bye on deck where they can get healthy, kind of like the Ravens hopefully did over their bye week. Off a really tough loss at Detroit, Tampa. They've kind of been not a rivalry, but they've played each other a lot in the last few years, including a playoff game. So that was a big game for Tampa. They've had to travel 3 of the last 4 weeks. They had to go all the way out to Seattle, back to Tampa, up to Detroit, now to New Orleans. So just don't like the spot here for Tampa. I think the line is pretty telling with New Orleans.
This is probably the one I've been going back and forth with the most, because part of me says like this is a good Baker Mayfield bounce back spot after they scored 9 points, looked horrible against the Lions. Now I get to go face a much more pedestrian Saints team. But I think you guys made good enough points. I think I will be on the Saints. Also, Olave's been healthy this year. They've looked pretty good. They did a lot of splitting with Kendre Miller. Now it looks like he's on IR. So Kamara said you don't want to get traded. Okay, buddy. You're going to be in for a lot of work now. So, yeah, give me the Saints to get it done at home, at least with the 4.5. So that's going to be Agreement Island. Another round of Saints.
Yep.
Guys, talk about the Titans versus the Colts. Colts 14-point favorites, the highest favorites of the week. Over under set at 47.5. Wyatt, what do you think about this one, dude?
Yeah, I mean, I usually hate taking heavy favorites against the worst teams in the NFL, but I mean, Colts have made their living this year beating crap teams and beating them bad. They beat the Dolphins. They beat the Titans already by 21 points. They beat the Raiders, murdered the Raiders. Good win against the Chargers, who's not bad. They beat the Cardinals, who suck. So they've made their 6-1 record off of crap teams. So not one great win. Maybe the Chargers, and then lost to the Rams. Maybe the Broncos when they won by 1. But yeah, I think the Colts are going to keep rolling, and I'm gonna fade them at some point. But I'm not going to fade them against the Titans. This is a game where Tennessee sucks as always, and the Colts roll. So yeah, usually I'd be all over the dog here, but I don't feel like backing Tennessee, and I've lost already enough money on Indy. So just give me them to keep beating these crap teams and covering the 14 points.
Yeah, lean Titans, but easy pass game. Don't want to back the Colts. I think there's just no value backing them. They're like the Lions last year where they just kept winning, and they're probably going to keep covering, but I just couldn't find any value. I'll lean the Titans. yeah, like Wyatt said, Titans already lost by 21 to the Colts earlier in the year. Looks pretty easy that now at home the Colts will probably do the same thing. They could. I'll lean the Titans, but definitely no bet in that game for me.
Yeah, I hate this one. I'm on the Colts here. Nasty line, but it's one of those that makes me think, how high could they possibly get this line? And like, if they kept it low, would that have just been like too much public flooding in, and then they just end up losing their ass? So at minus 14, that's going to keep a lot of people off of it. I think I'll be with Wyatt here. I'd take the minus 14. Absolutely hate it, but I mean, Titans, they were bad before they got real banged up. Now they're down a couple players, potentially without Ridley again. Yeah, the vibes are bad. Oh, also fired their head coach. They're not doing the Mike McDaniels treatment. So, and then you can't say that this is a get-up game, because that was, I believe, last week was their get-up game where they got blown out. So we'll see how this week's go, right?
Dude, they got up for it. They're up 10.
What was the undue score of that game?
Don't matter. They started up 10-0, I think. Got up and then let down very soon after.
You're telling me you don't bet first quarter money lines?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you guys? Guys, we got the Cowboys heading to Denver to face the Broncos. Broncos 3.5-point home favorites. Over/under set at 50.5. Ethan, what do you think here, dude?
Again, not one I'm really looking to play, but I think the line is right on Denver. I kind of like the Broncos in this game, and I just don't think the Cowboys are that good. We saw them have a big win against the Commanders last week, 44-22. I also don't think the Commanders are that good. Cowboys defense, they're very hard for me to ever back the Cowboys because that defense is just so atrocious. I think that the big win last week for Denver could go one of two ways. I'm going to bank on that it kind of unites this team and really gives them energy going into this week. Now they get just a really easy defense. They stay home. They were at home against the Giants last week. Get to stay home for this one. I think Denver's just way better here. I think their defense, I know they gave up 32 points, but it's still a very good defense. I think they get after Dak. They can probably score very easily against this defense of Dallas. So I'm going to lean Denver minus the points. That's probably one of my stronger leans that I probably won't end up playing, but I do like Denver.
Yeah, I kind of want to take the Cowboys, but I'm going to go back to what I think is the sharp side, and I do think it is Denver as well. So I'll take Denver. Don't want a whole lot of talk about it. If I do bet on this game, I'll be betting props, probably Bo Nix over passing yards, hopefully freaking Cortland into the end zone. So maybe Cortland Sutton touchdown. Dallas's defense is atrocious, especially their secondary. So, hopefully Bo Nix goes off and Sutton gets in the end zone. But, not in love with this game. Fishy line. Dallas is kind of getting some traction back. Sure, they beat the very bad Commanders team that had all their wide receivers out. They had Mariota in, who threw a pick six on his first or second pass of the game. So, decent win, but it's just a really, really banged up and not great Commanders team. So I'll give it to Denver, even though they've looked like ass multiple times this year. Looked like ass last week. Looked like ass 2 weeks ago where they beat the Jets by 2. Looked like ass against the Chargers. So I'll go Denver, but not super proud of that.
Wyatt, break out the cat food and pickles for Ricky, man. He is a big Cowboys fan this week. They just beat up on the Commanders. Are you kidding me with Jaden Daniels? He played in that game, right? I believe
the
so.
Whole game.
Yeah.
Wait, not
and
the Commanders
played and Scary Terry got in.
Were they in the NFC Championship last year?
Yeah.
What?
Hey, Denver almost lost to the Giants. They're so bad, bro. They're so bad. And also
in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, letdown spot for Denver. Big letdown spot this week. Got it. See, I already know why it's going to include that. Let's go. Ricky's unfortunately losing a unit on that, guys, because I'm with you right here. Denver Broncos absolutely is the side. Dallas, just when I was looking at this game, it made me think of Ricky. This kind of seems like a trap game. So Denver minus the 3.5. Also, if you can bet on it, if you can find a book out there, George Pickens ejection this game for fighting with Surtain. They're gonna double up CD, put Surtain on Mr. Pickens, a little bit of seatbelt sellies. That man's going through a wall. Hey, Aaron Rodgers revenge game, guys. The Green Bay Packers head to Pittsburgh to face the Steelers. Steelers 3-point home dogs. Aaron Rodgers, a dog against the Packers. See, look, he's grabbing the pin. He's grabbing the pin. Over under 45.5. Yeah, give me the Packers here -3. Much better team. Oh man, this Steelers team. Hey, what if somebody tackles him like his own lineman does? He's gonna lose it. He's on losing on his own guy. He's gonna lose it on Rashawn Gary. He's gonna lose it on Micah Parsons. Yeah, I know Rodgers wants this game bad, but as Stephen A would say, lay off the weed, man. This is too doped up in Pittsburgh to focus. Give me Green Bay -3. I bet they win this game by a touchdown or more. What do you think, Ethan?
Fraud alert. Fraud alert. Fraud alert. Both teams. Fraud.
Yeah.
Green Bay should have lost last week. Green Bay should have lost to, the Cowboys. Green Bay is not that good either, but holy hell. Pittsburgh's not good at all. Biggest fraud 4-2 team ever. I hate this team. It's Green Bay all day long. I can't wait to hit Green Bay. -3. Luckily, the Aaron Rodgers revenge game is going to give the public side to Pittsburgh because otherwise it probably would be public on Green Bay. But, yeah, so many people are going to be backing Aaron Rodgers to get the win here. Tomlin as a home dog, primetime home dog, good defense. Yeah, news for you. They don't have a good defense, really at all. Yeah, this is Green Bay is so much better. Green Bay is not even that good, and they're so much better than Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is probably like a bottom 10, 12 team in the league at 4-2. They're not good.
You just made Shitty Cat so mad.
Dude, I'm sorry, but I'm so anti-Steelers. This team's bad. They're not making the playoffs. They're going under their 8.5 win total. I promise you. This team is not good whatsoever. Also, Aaron Rodgers, he wants this game. Does he? Does Aaron Rodgers want anything, really?
No. Good point.
Does he? No, he doesn't. That dude don't care. It'd be cool for him to get the win, but it's not like a Stafford trying to get a win against Detroit who actually eats, breathes, and sleeps football. Rodgers doesn't probably care as much as what we're making it up to be. I love Green Bay in this game. Give me Green Bay minus the points. Steelers are frauds.
Yeah, if I write down a Ricky bet, that means I am going 100% against that. So I'll keep it real short. Give me Green Bay. I think they destroy Aaron. Again, going probably back to the Micah sack, going to Rashawn Gary sack. I think they're going to get after Aaron and make his life hell. So, yeah, Ricky's big on the Steelers, so give me the Packers.
I just have to say, too, because I'm so anti-Jalen Ramsey, and I always have been, the announcers just sucking off Jalen Ramsey like, this is such a great matchup, Ramsey and Chase. Chase had 16 catches for 161 yards and a touchdown. Show me a great matchup. I know Jalen's old, but, my God. Slay, too. Love Slay, but got cooked.
Good points, man. Good points. Let's move on to Monday night here. Commanders versus the Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium, the loudest stadium in the NFL. I was so mad at you guys since Seattle was loud. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. The announcers do that every time there's a game in Seattle. Like, it's the loudest stadium. Oh my God. You should just go on Twitter after that happens. Chiefs fans get so triggered, which, I'm one of them. But Chris R. just subscribed. Thank you, Chris, for subscribing. We absolutely appreciate it, buddy.
Must not be a Steelers fan.
Dude, good point. Good point. I'm so happy I got that widget working on my end now, too. But Commanders versus the Chiefs, 12.5 point home favorites, over under set at 46.5. Guys, this is like kind of the same line we saw against the Raiders. Can they do it against the Commanders, too? I absolutely think they can. Mariota's going to be the starter. It looks like McLaurin is going to be back. Debo and McLaurin, they're both saying is trending in the right direction. So I'm going to go with they're going to be back. I just think Mariota can do enough to cover the 12.5. That's where I'm at. I think Washington's able to cover it. Don't think they win. I think the Chiefs get the outright win, but this is probably, I don't know, the Chiefs win by 4-7 maybe. And it's like, I'm nervous the whole time. What do you think, Ethan?
Unfortunately, I love Washington in this game. Don't think they win outright. I think the Chiefs win, but I just think the 12.5 is way too many points.
Yeah.
I like Mariota. I really do as a backup. You know, he looked good last week against Dallas, outside of the pick six to Bland, but you know, that was also him getting thrown into the fire without really prepping for. I mean, you know, he prepped for him, but didn't really think he'd get in the game. Now he has the week to prep for Kansas City, and it's hard to just really know what Kansas City's want level is going to be in this game.
Yeah.
Like every game they've played so far has been huge. They've had the Brazil game against the Chargers, the Super Bowl rematch, Sunday Night Football with the Giants, the Ravens, who, you know, that was coming into the season, everyone was Ravens.
Yeah.
Just you know, shrugging off the Chiefs. That's a big game for them. Monday night Jags, Lions Sunday night, divisional Raiders. And now it's an out of conference. You know, it is Monday night, so it's still a big game, and they have Buffalo on deck.
Right.
You know, I just don't know how much the Chiefs are gonna, you know, go blow out Washington. They were able to half-ass their way to a 31-0 win against the Raiders. And yeah, I'm not high on Washington, but they are quite a bit better than Vegas. So I just think it's too many points. I actually kind of prefer Mariota right now over Daniels. I think Daniels is just getting figured out. And I think Mariota's gives them a better chance to compete. Probably not win outright, but at least compete in this game. And especially if McLaurin's back. I heard Austin Eckler could be on his way back as well. Yeah, I just think Commanders.
Austin Eckler?
I think.
I thought Eckler was out for the season. Am I wrong?
Is he?
He blew up his knee. So.
No, he blew his Achilles, didn't he?
Oh, it might have been.
Not the Achilles. Not the Achilles talk again.
I think it was. Yeah, you're right. I did hear that today, but you're right. He is out for the year. Anyway, running backs don't matter, so I don't even know why I brought that up.
Right.
But yeah, yeah, I just think, you know, again, I'm as anti-Commanders as probably anybody this year, but it is a team that was just in the NFC Championship. It feels like we're just really discounting them with 12.5 points. So I'll take Washington to cover.
I'll be the dark horse here. I usually would love betting on a backup quarterback. Marcus Mariota is so freaking bad. He's bad everywhere he goes. He's terrible in the preseason. Marcus Mariota is ass. Might as well throw it to the other team. That's what he does anyways, but he's terrible. So, yeah, I'll take a shot on Kansas City simply because Mariota is garbage. Trash. I bet on him too many times in the preseason because, again, he looks like a great backup quarterback. He's so freaking bad. He's so bad. Give me the freaking Chiefs. This guy's ass.
I was not expecting that. I remember Mariota beating the Chiefs at Arrowhead in the playoffs. He threw it. It got batted down by Darrelle Revis, who we had signed, the ghost of Darrelle Revis. Batted it right back to him. He catches the pass, dives in the end zone for the touchdown. See, I'm telling you, I'm not a Mahomes Chiefs fan. I've been here.
Dude, that play was electric.
Oh, yeah. I think like a year or two before that was the Andrew Luck playoff game where he fumbled it, picked it up, and then dived in the end zone. Yeah, it was fucking piss for so many years. Oh, this is after the Matt Castle era, by the way. If you survived that, man, hey, we used to pray for times like these. Is that how the rap song goes?
Yeah, Chiefs did get got by Matt Castle. Wow.
Oh, dude.
It's like the Brock Osweiler.
Yeah, that was bad, man. But that is all the games. Did you guys have any other things that you wanted to hit? Any player props or anything before we get to the next part?
I just have to say, I know we don't do a big three anymore, but I really do like all those primetime games. I really like Thursday night, Sunday night, Monday night football. Probably more than the rest of the game. So
they're be good to watch, that's for sure. Back to just one Monday night football game.
Thank God.
Yeah, right.
I always make a bet on it. I'm like, I gotta have a bet on for when I wake up. It's trash.
We're always talking about World War III is going to be started by China because of tariffs or Russia because of Ukraine. We never talk about us sending the Browns and Jags to London every year. Maybe it's us. Wyatt, you've been the guy that's led the charge. I believe it's like 3 weeks in a row now that you won the squad ride. What are you going with? There's plenty to work with this week because we were in agreement for a lot.
Oh boy, I don't like the prime time as much as Ethan does. What did I like? I honestly really like Philly. Maybe the Browns. Phillies or the Browns.
Ooh.
But I'm open to suggestions.
I like Browns, but I think I went 1-1 or 0-1. So
No, you won one. I did not win one, so I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
All right, let's go. I'm afraid Philly is too public. Let's go Cleveland.
okay.
The Grunk. Yeah, let's go Cleveland.
Yeah, were we on Cleveland last week?
I think we might have been.
Yeah.
Back-to-back Cleveland. All right. Cleveland +7. Wyatt, I'm sorry if my 2 cents ruins your streak there.
No, let's do it.
Cleveland Steamers, baby. Let's go.
Cleveland Steamers, man. Get to pushing. Speaking of pushing, the tush push, right? Good Lord, that's going to be outlawed next year for sure. Let's move on to the last section of the show where we talk about, we call them Mount Rushmore. We do some Mount Rushmores. This week is going to be a little different. It's really just what we end the show with, and we're going to be talking about 3 trades that we'd like to see. We're getting close. Now there's the trade deadline is at the end of week 9, after week 9. Wasn't it like, I looked that up on Google today. That's what it said. I thought it was always before, was it after week 8? And they added the week, now I got pushed back to week 9? Or was it before week 8?
I have no idea. I know it was in November, but
yeah. Okay. Well,
sure.
We're coming up on the trade deadline into week 9. We're in week 8 right now. Ethan, let's start with you, man. What is the first trade that you would like to see or that you think could happen?
Yeah, so I'm going to go all just based on my futures that I have on Super Bowl winners and how much money I have on each one. So I need to improve these teams because some of them, Baltimore, are a long way away. So give me some pass rush in Baltimore. I know this would absolutely never happen based on the teams currently played for and the team he'd be going to. Trey Hendrickson to Baltimore. Yeah, I mean, it would never happen just because they're interdivision. If not, maybe Baltimore would make a move. But with all the injuries defensively, Baltimore needs a pass rush. I need Baltimore to go win the Super Bowl, if not Detroit. So give me Trey Hendrickson, new pass rush threat in Baltimore.
Can I just say how funny that would be if Mike Tomlin had to again be like, these AFC North teams trade in division?
I know.
Why you go next, buddy?
Something that I think will happen. I don't really care if it will or not. But the Steelers are going to go all out. I think they're going to go out for more offensive help. I think they're going to target another wide receiver. We'll take Jalen Waddle getting out of Miami, going over to Pittsburgh to do nothing. But they're going to sign him to a ridiculous contract that will hurt them in the future.
You're going to sign to a contract that's going to be more than what George Pickens makes?
Probably.
We
Just
can't
another
pay
guy
both
to run
of
a
them.
back shoulder fade for Rodgers on a 3rd down and 2.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good point.
4th and 2.
This one will get you guys hyped. How about we get Josh Allen some help? Let's send Olave to the Bills.
Ooh,
give him that dude that he needs.
I love it.
Give him that dude he needs. He's staying healthy. I think that'd be kind of nasty, though, for real.
I love
Be
it.
nasty. We'll just keep going in circles. So, Ethan, you take next, man. We won't snake today.
Well, shoot, I was going to give out Bills. Can I do a different wide receiver to the Bills?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was going to go coming in, I was going to say either an Ohio State or an Alabama receiver to the Bills, being Chris Olave, Jalen Waddle.
Yeah.
Or the other two would be Garrett Wilson, but that one seems just a little too out there, being, again, interdivision. So I'll leave Garrett Wilson. I'll do one that seems maybe a little more realistic. I'll say Calvin Ridley to the Bills. But I think either of those four. Anyway, Bills need some wide receiver help. I can't believe Keon Coleman has not really done much on that team yet. Yeah, either of those. We'll do Ridley just to be a little different from the names we've talked about. Yeah, I think either of those guys could make a big difference for Buffalo.
Wait, hold up. Then the Titans' offense would be ass. Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah, wait. Dude, they'll get something in return. Maybe a 5th-round pick.
Yeah, that'll be good.
I could definitely see the Ridley, man. He's like a younger, better Shakir. They already have the tall, big guy in Keon. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Yeah. Something I could also see, and a guy that cannot stand being on Vegas anymore, and give my boy freaking Drake May some goddamn help. Stephon Diggs is like the 12th leading receiver in the league. It's an absolute joke. There's no one over there in New England. Send him home. Jacoby Myers. Back to the Patriots. I mean, he can't stand another second in the Raiders. Drake May needs some help. They are going to be competitors and competing, getting to the playoffs and for that division. So send freaking Jacoby Myers back to Pittsburgh, to the Patriots.
Bro, I love it. It's like that Drewski skit, man. Hey, Demon home, baby. Demon home. You know what? Give me. I'm going to do it. It's been mocked everywhere, and I want this to happen so bad. You guys already know who it is. Come on, the Jets. You guys are garbage anyways. Send Breece Hall over to the Chiefs, man. I don't believe in Pacheco. He was one of my red flag players in the draft guide this year. He has not been... I mean, dude was, a 7th-round pick, I believe. He wasn't brought in here to be this dude. Brashard Smith, he looks... He had 10 carries against the Raiders, averaged like 3.2 points. Or 3.2 yards per carries. Like, that's without Max Crosby. He's not the answer either. Kareem Hunt's like 29 somewhere. He's too old. Send Breece Hall over, man. Please. Let's get that chip, man. Let's get another one. With him and the reps, we're unstoppable.
As someone who has Breece Hall in 3 fantasy leagues.
Yeah, please.
Release that man. My God. All right. Well, I'm finding out that I actually kind of messed up. I forgot. Oh, well. I initially thought Hendrickson to the Ravens, and then I switched and thought, he'd actually go better at San Francisco, replacing Nick Bosa, and then I forgot to make the switch when I said it. So, my third one was going to be Reek Woolen to Baltimore, but I won't use Baltimore again. Let's send him to Detroit. Let's get rid of a couple picks.
That was my next pick.
Yeah.
That was my next pick.
Couple picks. We don't want to get rid of any player, but Reek Woolen, a shutdown corner to go along with Kirby and Branch in the secondary. Honestly, though, the guys that we got off the street this past week played really well against Tampa. Again, obviously, not a ton of receiver threats there in Tampa currently with their health, but I just think Reek Woolen would be, a great guy to put across from Arnold. Arnold clearly has struggled so far this year with those 2 safeties. It'd be a huge ad. So, we'll take Reek Woolen.
That was mine, man.
That was a good one.
Do I want to go D-end to San Fran? I mean, there's a couple out there. I'm going to go, and I don't even know how this guy's in rumors on trade talks, but he is on every site I went to, and that is freaking Mark Andrews at Baltimore.
Yeah.
We'll have him leave. We'll have him go to a team that doesn't really need a tight end, but they need wide receivers, but I guess maybe just threats. Send me Mark to Tampa.
Okay. Cade Otton, double tight
end.
Cade
Otton and Mark. They lost Mike. Now they got Mark. Mark's lining up in wide out.
Where's number 13? Gets sleeves of tattoos. Does his name super fast, and I think it's Mike.
Yeah. Hey, I love that.
I like that.
You guys want? Should I do a Waddle one or should I do another Lions one?
Well, probably both.
Probably both. I won't elaborate too much on these. I'll just say Waddle to the Seahawks, man, to be number 2 to JSN. I think that'd be dangerous. I think that would be dangerous. I do too. I think JSN's great. So if you get Waddle as number 2, which is the thing, Waddle was great, especially when Tyreek Hill was still doing something. I mean, he's kind of fallen off now that he's had to carry so much of the load. Give me Waddle to the Seahawks, but it's a guy that I was really high on the draft. Hasn't done too much in the league, but can I send Ojulari from the Ravens to the Lions? Get some pass rush help?
I do like Ojulari.
Nice. For a late round pick.
I do like him.
For a 6th.
I don't hate it.
Wait. Did he just get traded to the Chargers? Was that him?
It would have had to happen today if he did.
Oh, okay. It wasn't today. An edge rusher just got traded to the Chargers from Baltimore. Oh, Ode, or whatever. Is that who it was?
Was that Boy Mafe?
No.
Was he on the Raiders? Oh, it's Seattle.
For the Ravens. Ode.
They've got some weird names over there.
I know. Okay, yeah. I think it was the other guy.
Gotcha. What would you guys give up for Woolen if you guys were the GM of the Lions?
Probably like a 3rd and a 5th.
3rd and a 5th. You think
right.
What?
Well, send all the cornerbacks on IR and doubtful,
yeah,
questionable guys. Just send them all.
Yeah, DJ Reed and
them all. Am I crazy?
All 8 quarterbacks we have on IR. Yeah.
The signing rights to Calvin Johnson if you ever want to come back.
I feel like the Chiefs should trade a 3rd for Brees. Is that crazy? That's a lot for a running back.
I feel like they could get him for better.
You think they can get him for like a 4th?
Maybe,
oh
yeah.
Oh my God, if they didn't do that. If he was available for that and they don't do it, I'd fucking cry. Freaking cry.
Brees to the Chargers.
Yeah, I saw
Chargers
that.
aren't going to pay that much. Chargers are going to get like Pollard or Jalen Wright or Jerome Ford or some bullshit like that.
My thing's with Hampton being there.
He's out, though.
It'd be
that's
like
why
more,
I think he's trying to get a quick guy. Yeah,
that's
cheap
what,
guy
yeah.
for a year.
Or just a year rental.
Yeah.
I guess here's my question. Is Brees actually that good?
I think he is. I liked him a lot in college.
Yeah. I mean, clearly I drafted him in 3 leagues, so I don't think that. I think highly of him, but I'm just turned. I don't know.
His metrics are good.
Back are hit or miss.
His metrics are good. A lot of that, I think, is the Jets. Especially like when you're down, you can't do anything on offense. I'd have to see how much of the time he's against the stacked box.
Yeah.
I feel like that's all they do. They stack the box, put 2 guys on, what's his name? Wilson, and just call it good. All right, they can't do nothing. Right. Guys, that's going to be it for this episode. Do you guys have anything else before we get out of here?
Could use a much better week this week.
Kirko to the Jets.
Kirko to the...
Just kidding. Don't put him through that. Kirko to the Vikings.
Kirko back. Hey, Demon's home, baby. Demon's home. Kirko. Yeah. I hope Kirko gets out of there, man. Wherever he goes. Hey, Miami. Kirko to Miami. Come on now.
Yeah. Maybe.
Good retirement place.
The
Doesn't seem like a Miami guy.
This chains would fit him.
Yes.
Kirko. Not Kirk Cousins. Kirko would do great down there.
Kirk, welcome to Miami. We just traded for you. Oh, great. I get to throw to Waddle? No, we traded you for Waddle. There's no one to throw to.
Yeah. This is Malik Washington and the ghost of Darren Waller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, that's going to do it for the episode this week. Please make sure you guys follow us on all socials. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. And then, guys, I didn't write down your picks. So if you guys could text them to me, I would appreciate it. Other than that, I'm going to let you guys get out of here too. It's 8 o'clock. Go enjoy the rest of your guys' night. We'll see you all next week. Peace, guys.
Later, guys.
See you guys.